Here is my watercolor Perched in a Tree card, and I've used the shimmery white paper to add a bit of water, just really easy watercoloring to the bird and the branch and the leaves. So I started off with a soft suede card base, and then I cut out this mint macaron piece from the Cottage Wreaths DSP from the Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper. And I've cut this 4 and 5 1/4 sheet with the Aspen dies that are part of the bundle. So it's got this lovely die with these trees and these lovely leaves dies. And then it's got 2 to cut out the bird and the branch and some splatter and some really lovely sentiments. So I'm gonna stamp the bird in early espresso on shimmery white paper. Normally you would use StazOn when you are watercoloring so that the color doesn't run, but this time I want the color to run. So I'm just gonna stamp the bird. And I've already stamped the branch, so similar process here. Going to grab one of my water painters, and I'm just going to squeeze to kind of get it started a little bit. Make sure that there's water on the brush tip. And then I'm actually going to start with the mint. So I have mint macaron, and I just have a little bit of the ink here. And I'm going to be very careful about this one because I don't want it to bleed too much with the mint. So I'm going to grab some of the mint, and I'm going to carefully color this in. And I'm going to try to get to the brown last because it's going to bleed a little bit. I think I want to add a little bit more mint over here, darken it a little bit, add more of the color. There we go. Let the water do its thing. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of wipe that off over here, or even on a wipe. Okay, now the fun part. I'm not gonna even pick up any extra color. I am just going to start, you see that? Adding the water, and the color is already there. And so I'm just gonna brush in the same direction. And you gotta make sure you still have water flowing. And just color this in. Super easy peasy. And then we'll come over here. We'll just kind of try to stay away from the mint a little bit. And because there is less stamping out here, the color will be lighter. And then we'll color the feet. So I'm going to do the same thing with the branch. I'm just going to use the water painter and the water to pull the color from where I stamped, and then color the branch. Pretty cool, pretty easy. Done. So now I'm just going to cut out the bird. right, so we've got our bird and our branch and our piece, and then I've got some of the leaves. So I'm just going to color those with the mint macaron. So I'm gonna add a little bit more ink. And this is going to be very, very wet, so I'm gonna add that. And I'm just gonna squeeze some water on here and get it wet. I'm gonna grab some of the mint and just get a light coating of mint on here, starting at the top every time, because I want the top to be the darkest. Or, you know, I could spread the different shades around, so it could be dark down here, and you just keep adding, you know, as much ink as you would like. And then when it's really wet, it's fun because you can see the dark. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of coloring. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit of color to the branches. I'm gonna add some soft suede with the blending brush. I'm just gonna rub off a little bit, and then I'm just gonna very lightly add some of the soft suede. And then I will put the card together. So I'll just adhere this Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper down. This is like 4 by 5. And then I'm gonna add a whole bunch of dimensionals to this. And I will center this on the card. And I will add the branch first. And this time I'm gonna place the dimensionals on the card. And then we'll add the bird. So I think maybe right there. So there's our pretty bird. And then I'm just gonna do a couple dots of glue on the back of the leaves. Last but not least, I'm going to stamp Autumn Wishes on this stitched rectangle from the Stitched Rectangles dies. It's this smallest one right here. Autumn Wishes is from the Fond of Autumn stamp set. And I thought it would be nice with this card. And I'll just line that up right there. And that is my easy peasy Perched in a Tree watercolor card. So I'm offering this as a free card kit when you purchase the bundle or place a $50 order using my current host code. And the card kit includes this foil card as well as this slimline diorama card. Isn't that cool? Super fun. So go ahead and go to my website, click on Shop Now, and then after you've placed your order, send me an email and let me know that you would like this kit, and I will send it right out to you.